Out of foster care. Like Daisy, every child deserves a permanent, loving home. You can help. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
Indiana in the Morning, presented by First Commonwealth Bank on WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, WCCSradio.com. Our interview segment at this time presented by Marcus & Mack, voted Best Personal Injury Law Firm in the Best of Indiana County contest. Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. And this interview also being streamed live on Facebook right now. So we have with us Nicole Sipos, Indiana Borough Manager. Nicole, how you doing this morning?
Hey, good. Welcome back from a fun weekend.
Yeah, that was a fun weekend for downtown Indiana. I mean, a lot of great stuff going on. Yeah, we had to deal with a few rain delays, yes. but I almost called it the wrong thing. The Delaney Chevrolet West Sylvania Jazz and Blues Festival, I think, was a smash success once again for Indiana Borough and the businesses in it.
Yes, I was up there earlier before the rain. My daughter and I walked up there, so it was nice. The food trucks being up there and the music playing, so it was a nice event.
Food trucks actually do lead us to one topic that we want to talk about here. It is the modifications to the transient business ordinance, and we had talked about this a little bit. And from what I understood whenever we talked, this has to do with a request maybe to have some food trucks in IRMC Park once a week during the fair weather season.
Right. This has been an ongoing conversation through community development, our community development committee with Sam Kinley and DI. We talked about maybe bringing some food trucks downtown on certain days during the summer. Currently, our ordinance does not permit it, so we'd had to rewrite the ordinance and to let that happen. And to let the businesses uptown not to interfere with their business. We want to kind of make it work for everybody. So we were thinking just in the summer months on a Monday, the hours are going to be from 6 a.m. to maybe 8 p.m. So you can get that morning coffee people who have a a truck for morning coffee or
a truck for morning coffee, and then you go back for lunch for tacos or donuts or something like that.
So it's still an ongoing conversation. We're going to be working with Sam Kinley and DI to come up with maybe a game plan on who's going to administer, who's going to, schedule the vendors and, who would be interested in coming downtown. In the summer months when it's nice and you can walk downtown and grab a quick bite to eat and get back to work.
With the way the schedule's working out, though, this year, it doesn't look like it's going to be plausible for this year, we'll say.
Well, we're in an advertising period, so it's going to be advertised. So, and then next council meeting, probably in the next work session, we'll vote on it.
Okay.
And then once it gets voted on, and then maybe we'll see what kind of schedule works out for the next couple months.
Have you been getting a lot of comments on it?
During community development, Sam works a lot with the downtown businesses and residents, and part of our comp plan was asking people what they would like to see, and this was one of them.
Okay.
More activities uptown.
So this is just part of that, of working on that comprehensive plan then in that case. All right. So that up for adoption formally at the next meeting, which is probably going to be the early June meeting, the first meeting in June?
Either the first meeting in June. We got to get it advertised, so I'm thinking the work session. So
you're thinking the work session? Okay, that third Tuesday.
Yeah.
All right, so the next work session for
yes.
that. So with it being nice weather again, we'll talk about this, the paving schedule. I'm assuming that we're already underway with that?
Well, we just opened bids, and we'll be awarding the bid to Dairy Construction. They came through with the low bid, and the area that we're going to be working on is the south side of town. So we're looking at Church Street and the 15th along, South 16th. That's Gompers to Philly, Church and Philly, and Gompers. So we're looking at the south side of town, down in that area. So probably within, they have to have it done by September. So we can get it, any time from now till September.
All right. And you had mentioned with me off, Mike, one very important point whenever it comes to paving and the road work that's going on. Many people have been kind of throwing shade at the borough, if you will. But in this case, it's unwarranted because of the fact that you guys don't have a lot of control over certain situations when it comes to the work concerning water lines, sewer lines, etc. Maybe you can explain that to our listeners.
So we have, you have PennDOT, who has the state roads and the water company and the gas lines, that, which is a good thing. All this stuff's getting redone, but roads need to be shut down. They're getting detoured, and you have two different companies. You have the water company and the gas company out there working. And again, we try to get the information from them, and we try to post it on our website. Sometimes we don't always get the information and get it up there in time, so people get a little irritated because they're detoured one way.
And it's like, wait a minute, I didn't expect this.
Yeah. So there's a little bit of frustration going on, and we understand that, and we just ask everybody to be patient, and we are going to try to work our best to get more information posted. We'll try to get the information from PennDOT, and I believe PennDOT has their site posted, but that's a lot. Everybody's getting on different sites, so but overall, there's a lot of work being done in the borough.
Yeah, there is a lot going on, but it's all to the good. It's all to the betterment of the Indiana borough area. So I think that's a very nice trade-off. If for a little bit of an inconvenience, maybe having to go a little bit further than your normal route, but again, it's all good. And again, you guys have been very good at posting whatever information you have received on the borough website in that news section.
Yes, we try to get it posted. Our communication, Molly, she tries to get it out there once we get it. So our public works director works really well with the other entities like the water company to try to get the information.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the project going on at the municipal building. We know that the move-ins or move-outs in some situations have taken place. We know that the police department has moved into its temporary home, and the borough council offices and the borough offices have moved into their temporary home in the old courthouse annex. How did that go?
You know what? It went smooth. Everybody worked so well. I give kudos to our public works department, our parks department, even our staff, our administration staff. Everybody was moving boxes and hauling and getting everybody set up. So we're set up. We're working fine over at the annex building. Meetings are over there now. And then the police are they're still at 80 North 8th Street. Nothing's changed. Phone numbers are all still the same. They're just temporarily relocated downstairs. Now, they're moving. The construction people are over there. They're working on the top floor and that.
Okay, so that work is still going on, still on schedule then, I'm assuming?
It actually is, yeah. And we have a construction meeting today, and we meet with them every 2 weeks, so to get an update. And things are, I wouldn't knock on wood, ahead of schedule. So
that's always a good sign.
So we'll see. Things are, the move went smoothly. We couldn't ask for anything better. Let's hope that everything continues.
When we think about Indiana, we're thinking about a lot of events coming up and a lot of things going on. So as a borough manager, is it difficult to kind of juggle everything that goes on all at once?
Well, we have the calendar is, we have a big office in our office and with a calendar of events, but we have a great staff. Everybody does our public works director, he keeps his staff organized when IRMC is getting shut down, when things have to be closed, what road has to be closed. But yeah, there's a lot of events and it's always good.
It's always good, yeah, because it brings the people to the downtown district, but I think it also kind of helps out the two wards of Indiana Borough.
Yep.
Just wanted to ask a brief question because of the fact we did have a holiday. People have been asking me a little bit about recycling garbage schedules. Is that delayed a day?
Your trash is delayed a day. Your recycling will. Whoever had recycling on Monday will get picked up next Monday.
Okay, so you just hold on to those recyclables 1 week, but the garbage collection was just delayed 24 hours.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. At least we got that out there for everybody. Is there anything else going on big time?
Yeah, we're working on a lot. I think it's exciting. We have some grants and applying for some grants, and the one I'm excited about is hopefully the McGregor Park area, down on 2nd Street, where we talked about that resolution we just passed.
Yeah, we did that. We briefly talked about it. It was a resolution to apply for some grants, right?
Yes. So that one's for the McGregor Park and to maybe fix up that area and add a walking
trail. You said a dog park as well.
A new playground equipment, and
I remember playing soccer down at McGregor Park. So it's a big green area. It's a very nice park area. It just needs a little love. It sounds like
it does. And the where the stream bank is, that stream bank is kind of eroded, so we're kind of going to look at fixing that up at that area.
The other grant that was applied for was for the Vinegar Hill project.
Yes.
And this is kind of like second phase. I know everybody kind of refers to it as the day the goats came to town, but you know what? Let's not knock it. It worked.
It worked, yeah. So we're still working. There's a lot of phases to that to keep, the weeds and all the things from growing back. So the Parks Department they're still working on it. They have their schedule of what's happening this year. It's a process. So it's going to take some time. It's going to take a couple years for it to look like what we want it to look like at the end.
Yeah, so once everything gets planted, they just need time to grow.
Right.
And that's what this grant's paying for, the plants, right?
The plants, the phasing of the 3-year plant cycles that are going to go in there.
So, and can you give us a hint as to what might be going in there? Maybe just...
Gosh, I am not a plant person. I had it here last week. It is actually on our website. So there's different types of plants. There's actually 3 different types or 4 different types of plants.
Okay, so a wide variety then.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll say that, and we'll keep our eyes open as to what they are.
Yeah.
Excellent, though.
I can just say it looks pretty on paper.
Okay. Well, we know that whenever that gets done, it should look pretty on the hillside on Vinegar Hill.
Yeah.
All right, Nicole, thank you very much for joining us here on Indiana in the Morning. Unless there's anything else you wanted to mention?
No. We'll just try to keep as much information posted on our website.
All right, and again, that web address is indianaborough.com, spelled
Yes.
B-O-R-O.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. All right, Nicole, thank you again for joining us, and we can't wait to talk to you again next month.
All right. Thank you.
Nicole Sipos, Indiana Borough Manager, joining us here on Indiana in the Morning, presented by First Commonwealth Bank. Our interview is presented by Marcus & Mack, voted Best Personal Injury Law Firm in the Best of Indiana County contest. Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Approaching 9:25 here on Indiana in the Morning, we'll have the Sports Minute with Boomer Esiason coming up next, and that's brought to you by S&T Bank. We'll have a check of local news headlines at the bottom half of the hour. Then Jake will be here for an extended check of sports. And we're expecting some young elementary school stars from the Indiana School District to join us at 9:45. So it should be great whenever we have company like that coming around. It's going to be fun. Indiana in the Morning, presented by First Commonwealth Bank here on WCCS. AccuWeather, well, periods of sun. They're thinking possibly a thunderstorm this afternoon. High of 68, mostly cloudy. Possible shower, low of 52. Right now in Indiana, we have cloudy skies, mostly cloudy, we'll say, 63 degrees.
Do it. These inspiring words were expressed by Alex Scott, the little girl who was battling childhood cancer and decided to have a lemonade stand in her own backyard to help fundraise for a cure.